Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
My guest on the programme now is a lady who's had a huge amount of success with a single she's taken out very, very recently now. She's from Kilmacrennan in County Donegal and has had a lifelong love of music and love indeed of singing, having recorded an album back a number of years ago, raising money for charity. I'm delighted to say a big hello to the one and only Germaine Friel. Germaine, how are you?
Hello, Jerry. How are you doing? And hello to all your listeners.
Lovely to speak to you. Now, listen, you've had a lifelong love of music.
I have. I've had from a very young age. My family would have had a lovely background, like from music, and mum and dad would have always sang, and quite a lot of cousins would have been very musical.
Right, okay. But you never actually went in. I mean, you sang when you were just a teenager, but you never actually, went into it professionally.
No, I never did. I'm from a large family. I'm the second oldest of 12.
Wow. Okay. So it
was more or less expected. Oh, you go and get a good job. It's not for a girl to do music.
Right. It just shows the times that it was, and shows how times have changed.
Times have changed, and it's brilliant. It's a hard life for anybody, but more so I would say for girls. But thank God we're holding our own.
Right, well done. Now, you certainly are. A lot of female singers, along on the scene, and of course the trailblazers was your fellow county woman Margot and Philomena Begley, Susan McCann, people like that over the years who sort of laid the groundwork.
Yeah, I loved all Margot stuff and Philomena Begley, all country, Irish country and American country. I loved the whole lot. Even traditional, good old ballad. I love it.
Right, now you recorded an album back a number of years ago and raised money for charity.
Yes, I done it, and there was a little release like of it, and I done very good. I give the proceeds to the care of the aged, and to part went to the Donegal hospice because we had lost a few members of the family. I lost my brother and my father. I've lost a sister and all like that there to cancer. So it was nice to give something.
Yes, well done on that, and excellent indeed. Now you, the song which you've got out, which is going in absolute storm at the moment. Can you tell us about it?
Okay. It was a song that I heard when I was a very young girl. My grandmother would have been maybe singing a few words of it, but it was mostly my aunt. My aunt, her name was Peggy O'Donnell. She lived in a place called Ran near Letterkenny. And she would have sang it like at maybe a wee house party or a wee get together, a family, maybe wedding or something like that there. I always liked the lyrics of the song. I thought it was a beautiful song. But she would have sang it in a much slower version like of it. But she always would have said to me in later years, like when she got into her 80s, like, or late 70s, she would always said, why don't you go and record my wee song? The song didn't belong to any member of our family, but she would have classed it like her wee song because it was her party piece. She one day she just said to me, you have to write out the words, and I wrote the words out, and it was put away into a book that I kept, all different songs written, and it was, like everything else, time passes by, and it was never done. She passed away suddenly, and then of recent, my husband and myself were decluttering, and it fell out of the book. The actual page fell out of the book. So
Right.
he lifted it, and he said to me, "You never did do Peggy's little song." And I said, "No, I didn't." But we met up with a man named Johnny Hawhay that weekend.
Okay.
And Johnny's a very musical man and a gentleman. My husband said to him, that I had a beautiful song and that I wasn't thinking about even doing it. But we got talking, and he said, why don't you go ahead and do it? And he phoned up, and I sang a few lines of it over the phone to Johnny. And when he heard it, he said, "You have to do that." So it kind of escalated from that there. Like, he gave me all the help and put me in the right directions as to how to go and get the music and all like that. Sean Kerrigan, a very talented young man as well, he done the musical arrangement for me. And his brother Brian from Harmony Studios, that's where I recorded the song.
Right. Excellent.
Then we had a wee lunch night in our local, which was amazing. It was amazing. It was lovely to see so much support. And I give whatever it raised that night. I give everything to Drumkeen St. Vincent de Paul.
Well done. Well done. That is excellent. I must say it is an absolutely cracking song. It really is, and it's arranged beautifully and sang beautifully also by yourself, Germaine.
Thank you very, very much, and thanks to all the listeners. Everybody that requested. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of support that I have got on doing it from everybody. It's just like it's like a dream to me to be able to do this and do it so that people would like it. I love the song.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely superb. Tell me this, Germaine, have you got any plans to record any more material?
Nothing at the moment. There's a few old ones.
Right. Yes.
I would love to do something original, or I have kind of thoughts on an original myself, like so.
Right. Okay. Well done on it all. Well, I must say, it's absolutely superb.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Thank you so much. As I say, I would be a bit nervous of it all. It seems to be, all new and exciting at the same time. But just as long as people just enjoy it.
Yes, and they certainly are. Germaine, listen, it's been lovely to speak to you, lovely to catch up with you. Listen, I wish you continued success. Keep singing and keep going. And listen, lovely to talk to you.
Lovely to talk to you, and a million thanks to everybody that has requested it, and to yourself, all the listeners throughout over the world.